So, check this out, people. I know you guys haven't seen me in a long time, and that's because I got a life, right? Unlike a lot of these YouTubers who make YouTube their career, right? And are willing to sacrifice their families, their friends, their jobs, right? Their lives for $103 a month. I'm not with that, right? And so the reason why I'm back now is because every now and then I'll go on YouTube and I'll check out the stock market, right? Just to see what people are talking about. GME and AMC, mainly because I like to watch drama every now and then, right? Now, today I'm going to talk about Morant's rant, right? And the reason why I want to talk about him today is because it's been a long time, right? It's been a long time. And you would think, I would have thought that he would have moved on already to some other bullshit, right? Maybe, I don't know, show how he's living at home, right? Show his apartment, how he goes to work, his everyday life, right? Because for the majority of people who watch YouTubers, for some reason, everybody thinks that our life is more exciting than theirs, right? And then you got people like Morant's Rants who wants people to believe that his life is exciting, but we've seen his life deteriorate, right? From the first time he posted a video till now. You can see the difference. You can see how he's aged some 20 years, right? Because I got Benjamin Button's disease compared to Morant's. I'm 60, he looks 70, right? And that's because when you dedicate your life to another man's business that has nothing to do with yours, and you're willing to sacrifice your family, your wife, kids, your career, right? Then that just goes to show what kind of an idiot, what kind of a simp, wimp, mitch, man bitch you are, right? And so, because I got a life, this is why I haven't been on this channel, right? Because I have another channel where I show my lifestyle, how I'm living and the things that I do. I just don't talk about it, right? And you can see the difference in Morant's, right? For example, just last year, I had 103 subscribers to his 12,000 subscribers. And if you look at his channel is pretty much stagnant, right? And the reason why that is because when you treat people like shit, when you're a dick and an asshole, especially when you're trying to build your YouTube career, right? I wouldn't recommend that you insult your followers, right? Because that's an oxymoron. You're trying to gain followers while at the same time insulting and alienating your followers, right? This is why he loses more followers than he gains, right? That and the fact that he's been lying to the majority of his followers, because for years he's been opening up with, "Good afternoon, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. Hello, millionaires." Telling people that if they put their life savings, they sell their car, their home, whatever, just take all your money and give it to Ryan Cohen and GME. Because when you do, you're going to become a millionaire, right? That's what he says. And so I want to know how many of his followers are millionaires today. Hell, thousandaires, hundredaires. How many of you people have gained versus losses? Because I can tell you right now, not one of his followers has made any money, including him. Because this is like a pyramid scheme to this guy, right? He's stuck. He's down some 17 grand. He's got to average down. That means he's just got to pile more money into the pyramid and hope that he can bring in as many people as possible so that someday he can get his money back. And you see, just like those people who call you every day, these scammers who are trying to sell you Social Security or trying to get your Social Security or sell you some bullshit insurance, these are the same scammers that follow him. These are the same scammers that are subscribed to him, these bots that encourage people like him to sell you this bullshit, because they need people like that so that they can, in turn, behind the scenes, scam you or continue to scam you. This is why the majority of these people have no faces, no content, and no subscribers. And they're always the first ones to leave negative comments to anyone who speaks against people like Morant's Rants. See, because I remember when I posted my first video because I believed in the MOAS when it first came out. I believed in it. Hell, I made thousands of dollars. See, because when it hit like it was supposed to, I sold. I sold like we were supposed to. No, but people got greedy. People went back for more. They didn't stick to the plan. One bag, everybody leave. Don't get greedy. You go back, you get caught. That's what happened. You got greedy. See, you lied to your followers when you open up with, hey, millionaires. GME, you're never going to lose. That's your problem. You lied to people. Because if you would have been honest and told people, hey, listen, everybody wins and everybody loses. Not everybody's going to win. Most of you will lose, but a lot of us will win. If we stick together, most of us can win. But no, you lie. You told people that they're going to win. You continue to do it. And when you continue to do that, you're going to have people like me continue to make videos like this. So every 6 months, Morants, I'm going to post a video like this, just making fun of you, just reminding your followers how stupid you are and how stupid they are for following people like you. See, Trace has moved on. Scavenger Stonks has moved on. Damn, bro, a lot of people have moved on, except for the scammers and you. See, because I'm not mad at people like you because I know you believe everything you say you believe. I know you do. I know you do. That's why you get wet when you mention Ryan. I'm not going to say the name. I'm just not going to say it. I don't want you to mess up your pants. So I know you believe what you believe, right? But the problem is that you were deceived, and in turn you deceived others because the market don't give a fuck about the books. The market doesn't care what you say, what Ryan Cohen says, what the books say. The market don't give a fuck about what you think and how you feel. And you've been on YouTube with your feelings and your emotions and all your drama. We've all seen your life, right? We've all seen your life deteriorate before our eyes. Thousands of people worldwide have seen your career, right, get fucked up by having people show up at your job, right? You've lost your wife, at least for a week, right? Because that's what wives do when they want to fuck their coworker. They will break up with their husbands, and then a week later, they'll get back together again. So if you didn't know that, I'm letting you know, okay? But because you're a simp, wimp, Mitch, you'd never understand that, and it takes another man to tell you this. And so, this is the problem, Morants, is that you can't poke the dragon. You have to let the sleeping dragon sleep, because if you poke the dragon, you're going to get burned, right? And so, while I'm living my life, right, because I've been away for 2 years traveling, and I'm back in the U.S. now for a few months before I return to traveling, right? Because outside of my career, I have a life, right? And so a lot of these YouTubers, including Morant's Rants, wants you to believe that his life is better and more exciting than yours, right? That's all YouTubers want you to believe. But the fact is, everybody takes a shit like you do. They wipe their ass like you do. They wake up in the morning, they go to sleep, they get hungry just like everybody else, right? But they have to paint a picture of their lifestyle that doesn't really exist, just so that they can make themselves feel better. Because YouTube is therapy for a lot of people, right? And so, hey, I'm not knocking it. I get it. It feels good to talk to somebody, right? Or to express yourself somehow. So, hey, I do it, right? So ain't nothing wrong with it. But anyway, when you go on YouTube and you open up with, hello, millionaires, give your money to GME, put all your money in there, sell your house, sell your car. You're never going to lose. You're never going to lose. All you're going to do is win, win, win. When we know that's not how it is, you're a liar, you're a cheater, and you're a scammer. And you're one of the reasons why the majority of Americans, those who believed in your bullshit, have lost their money. So every 6 months, I'm going to stop by just to say hello and see how you're doing, Morants. Because again, I've watched you for the past 2 years. I've watched the drama. When I was a little boy, I used to sit, because my mother used to make us, well, she didn't make us, but she would sit in front of the TV and watch novelas, right? I'm Puerto Rican, so I had to sit there and be like, oh my God, I got to sit through this. But when it comes to real soap opera, I love to tune into Marant's rants, because we know about your wife, we know about your kids, we know about your job, your career, we know about how, you know, your divorce and how you got back together, and how your wife left for a week so she can, you know, step out for a little bit. And then y'all got back together, and, you know, we all know your story, your drama. So I like to tune into you every now and then, just so I can see what the next episode will bring, right? Anyway, Marant, people, y'all need to grow the fuck up and stop listening to these people. The MOAS came and went. The squeeze came and went. We got it. You didn't take advantage of it. You were lied to. You were deceived by the same people who were asking you or telling you to hold. And when you said, no, I'm going to sell, they attacked. You folded. And then here you are now. You see, I didn't fold. When I made my video, I was a bounty hunter for many years. I dealt with scammers all the time. I deal with scammers still today. And when I realized that we were being scammed, I made a video telling people not to believe it, that we were being scammed, and people attacked me. So this video is to those people, including Marant's rants, who I used to follow. But again, this is why his channel doesn't grow. This is why his channel is stagnant, because he loses subscribers. When you want to make your career YouTube, then you need to kiss people's ass and not to be an asshole yourself. So anyway, people, stop believing the hype. This man has lied to you. I don't believe he intentionally lied. I'll never believe that again. Just look at him when you say the name RC. I'm not going to say it out loud, because if I do, you know what's going to happen. A little moisture is going to come out of him. So, but anyway, people, grow the fuck up. Get off of YouTube. It's okay to be entertained. It's okay to watch it and listen to certain things. But when it comes to money, YouTube is not it, people. Grow the fuck up. I'd say get your money, but it's not going to happen. Stop listening to these people.